Punisher Comics. Come get some.
Hey everybody, Punisher Comics here, and I just wanted to say I just got finished watching one hell of a documentary, and of course the documentary I'm talking about is Batman and Bill, and wow. It was actually brought to my attention a little while ago that this documentary was being done, and when I first heard about it, I was like, when this thing comes out, I want to watch it. And last night, actually, when I was heading to work, Undisputed Frost messaged me asking me if I watched the documentary yet, because he watched it the night before. And I told him, I was like, no, I didn't watch it yet, but I really want to. And I was really happy that he brought it up, because it kind of slipped my mind from the time I initially heard about it to last night. And he told me, he's like, dude, when you get the chance, watch it, because it's awesome. So awesome to the point that parts were giving him goosebumps and parts were nearly bringing him to tears. Now, when I read that, and I was like, whoa, there are parts in this movie that nearly brought Frost to tears, I was like, okay, I gotta watch this thing. So, when I got home from work this morning, I sat down here at my laptop and put the movie on, watched it, and let's just say when I finished watching it, I clicked it off, and I just sat back here for a good 10-15 seconds in like a daze, just soaking in what I just watched. And then right after, I snapped out of it, and my mind just started going like a million miles a second. I was like, okay, I gotta write some shit down. I gotta do a review of this movie. So, here we are. Now let me just bring up my notes that I typed out here on my old laptop, and we'll get going. Alright, so, stories about unsung heroes are always guaranteed to bring out a flood of emotions from people, and this is exactly what author Mark Nobleman is aiming for in this documentary, Batman and Bill. So, in his 75 years of history, The Dark Knight has really evolved from a golden age comic book hero to one of the most iconic fictional characters recognized by people the world over. I mean, this is no coincidence either that I'm doing this video about this documentary and I'm wearing a Batman shirt. Honest, this is not a coincidence. Although some of you out there are probably going, yeah, right. Anyway. So yeah, recognized by people the world over. And throughout this time, the credit Batman created by Bob Kane was attached to everything having to do with the character. But with this new Hulu exclusive documentary, many, I think, will be shocked to learn, if they don't know already, that this is not entirely true. And that a writer named Bill Finger, who I'm sure a lot here in the comic community know already, but anyway, has long been snubbed by history as the true creator of Batman. So, the documentary follows Nobleman's attempts to learn all he can about a man who believed to be photographed maybe twice, who had his contribution to history covered up. And through interviews and archive footage with the likes of Kevin Smith, I always say this guy's name wrong, Bob Uslan? It's U-S-L-A-N. Anyway, Jerry Robinson, Todd McFarlane, Roy Thomas, and many others. A picture is then painted mainly of Bob Kane as a self-absorbed narcissist who really reveled in the fame Batman afforded him all the while the man who truly created the character just unfortunately suffered in poverty. And in fact, serving as a co-writer on an episode of the Adam West TV series, that would be the only credit Bill Finger ever received on Batman during his life. And the episode that he receives credit on is not exactly a standout episode. It features the campy villain Clock King and so many clock-related things in the episode. It's kind of hard to watch, but if I can find it on YouTube, I will post a link in the description below of this video. And if it's from opening intro right to the end, if it's the full episode, you'll see Bill Finger got top billing, for top whatever the hell they call it, top billing credit or whatever at the beginning of the episode. But anyway, and Nobleman really seeks to not only write a book about Finger's life, but always wages a moral crusade to actually see Bill Finger's credit restored to his creation. And through a dogged investigation, he's actually able to track down the descendants of Bill Finger, whom nobody really knew the existence of. So from there, the documentary tells the story of Athena Finger, who is Bill Finger's granddaughter. And for a long time, no one actually knew Bill Finger had a granddaughter because it was always known that Bill Finger only had one son, and when he grew up and when he got older, he was gay, and when he passed away in, I think, 92, he passed away of HIV. So there was a lot of mystery or whatever, or not mystery, but just they knew he had one son, he was gay, and he passed away in 92. So it was like, oh no, But through a lot of digging and everything, we find out that there was a time where Bill Finger's son, whose name is Fred, was actually bisexual, and he met a lady and they had a daughter, and she was actually born around the time that Bill Finger himself passed away. And it's so sad how Bill passed away. He basically was found by his friend alone in his apartment with a blanket up over him on his couch with his TV on. And it was so sad to watch that. But anyway, so so when we find out about Athena Finger, that's where the later half of this this documentary focuses on. And so it talks about Bill's granddaughter really taking up the fight of her family to really see to champion Bill Finger's cause. And it truly is a David and Goliath conflict, as Athena has to basically face the full legal fury of Time Warner. I mean, it's one person going against a huge conglomerate of lawyers, and this is heavy duty stuff. Anyway, who are trapped by a decades-long legal agreement with Bob Kane. And fittingly, everything came to a head in 2014 because you had the 75th anniversary of Batman, you had the 25th anniversary of the classic Tim Burton film, and you also had the 100th birthday of Bill Finger himself. And with Batman's popularity at the highest it has ever been, the documentary is incredibly important. And it's the story about the legacy of an unsung hero who finally receives his due credit. And the story is aided by beautiful comic book artwork, which changes to fit the era that part of the story is told in. And in fact, it's hard for me not to get choked up at the animated sequence of Bill Finger's son Fred putting his father to rest on a beach in Oregon. That's all I'm gonna say, because the other part of it just really tugs at the heartstrings, and I'm already getting goosebumps talking about it. And so this documentary, Batman and Bill, is a very inspirational film, which continues to tell the story of the secretive man behind Batman. And I'll be honest, if this thing ever comes out on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, it's going in my collection, because I don't, I'm not the biggest documentary fan, but when it comes to a comic book, when it comes to comic book related stuff, I'll shed some light on it. But this thing, man, oh my God, it was top notch, and that's why to anyone out there who hasn't seen it yet, whether you're a Batman fan or just a comic book fan in general, I urge you to watch it, because it is so good. And I can guarantee, I'll put this out there right now, if any of the fans out there who are really, ingrained with the Batman mythos, or just, the super fans or whatnot, when you watch this documentary, I can guarantee that that at certain parts, yeah, the floodgates are gonna open, and I'm sure some of you out there are probably gonna shed a tear or two. I can guarantee it. And I would actually like to hear from any of you who have actually seen the documentary already, or if you're planning on watching it or whatnot. Leave me a comment below on this video. Let me know either what you thought of it, or if you're planning on watching it or whatnot, and let me know what your thoughts are and everything. I'd like to hear what you guys thought of the documentary. Anyway, folks, that's it. I just wanted to take this little chunk of time, this 12-minute chunk of time, to just relay to you what I thought of this documentary. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give her a thumbs up. If not, give her a thumbs down. And if you enjoy videos like this, well, just take a look around my channel and see what I got to offer. As well, while looking around, make sure to comment on any video you like, and because I love reading them as well as answering them. And also, while looking around, make sure to like or dislike any video you watch. Yes, I did say dislike, because let's face it, no one's perfect, right? And then, when all is said and done, before leaving, make sure to click that subscribe button. Alrighty, so that's it for now. This is Punisher Comics, and I am out.